A very good afternoon and welcome to the session on the topic Correct Young Working Women. We are glad to have Dr. Shalini Singh among us today from Apollo Cradles and Children's Hospital, Chirag Enclave. We welcome you, ma'am. I request everyone to be there for the session to attend it and to listen to all the important details the doctor has to share. Be there in the last so that you can have all the details, all the downloads, and if you have any queries, put that on the chat box so that our doctor can take your questions. And now, doctor, you have the stage.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Shalini Singh, currently working in as a senior consultant in Apollo Cradle and Children Hospital, with having more than 20 years of experience in obstetrics and gynecology, and currently for the last 15 years working in Delhi, in the South Delhi area. So now the what we have, why we has chosen this topic, the current health issues in young women, because what I've seen with my experience, the women, who especially who are young and working, they have a lot of health issues and they're not coming up to the doctor because of whatever the reason. So that was the reason today I had chosen this topic. As we all aware of that, our working age group is 20 to 50 years, but every decade women has a different problems, health issues. So we'll take up the first 20 to 30 years, then second will be 30 to 40, and later on the 40 to 50 years. Now come to the first age group, the 20 to 30 years. So this age group have almost a three different pattern of the women. Some are still studying, some are working and studying, and some are only working. So what we had, I had come out with their problems, and I noticed with my experience that there were a lot of physical and the mental health issues, and they are not very free, or you can say with the lack of the time or awareness, they are not seeking the help of the expert. So my concern is in that you please come out with whatever problem you have, and so the problem is always there, but solution is better than the problems. With your positive attitude, and the problems can come to the negligence level. Mostly we have seen because of their study, you can say, or because of their work culture, there are a lot of mental health issues come out with in the form of the anxiety or stress level or depression, either because of their study or because of the workload. There are a lot of competitive environment nowadays in their workplace, even in their studies. So the colleague problems, or you can say they have a different, all because of their age group problem. All are young, they're quite impulsive, reactive. So, and they are sometimes they are not very free to discuss with this. So these are the mental health issues. Besides this, they have the physical problems in this age group because of the lifestyle, the fooding habits, the sleep pattern. They are come out with a hormonal disturbance in their life. And nowadays, we are all aware, all the youngsters are nowadays aware of the polycystic pattern of the disease. And this is a metabolic disease. And the main concern is a lifestyle, which can lead to these hormonal imbalance in their body, and creating the lot of problems in the physical and the mental wing. Second, what I noticed beside this polycystic pattern, second is the urinary tract infection is very common because they have a less water intake and using the public toilets. This is also very common. And ignorance of mild UTI can turn up into the moderate and later on the severe form of UTI, which is a very, it's not a very, for us, you can say it's a very minor issues, but gradually when they ignore, they come out with a bigger problem. Third, which is mostly negligent part, is the, you can say, the pelvic infection disease, in which a very broad spectrum, it can be a sexually transmitted disease, it can be a form of the private part discharge, itchy infection, and that could be any of the reason, either you are sexually active or not sexually active, but this is also a very common problem. What we had seen in the gynec OPD, almost 70 to 80% women, they come with this problem, and they come very late. They mostly 80% women, they ignore they said when they talk to their friend or the colleague or the family member, they feel like that this is a very common problem. There's no need to come to the doctor. Even they do the home remedies, and then they can just take care of that by their friends or by the family members or the whoever is there nearby. And at last they come to us when there is a very severe kind of infections. That is the reason we have seen that there is an increasing number of the cancer cervix still in our society, because of the most common cause is ignorance. Because cancer cervix is caused by the HPV viruses, which is a form of the virus which is, get infected by women by their whatever the reason, but it is infected by the relationship or some other reasons. But that is the reason number of this cancer increase in our society. So this is basically the three, you can say two or three major physical health problem and the mostly the mental health issues. Now come to the second category, that is a 30 to 40 years of the age group. In this age group, in Indian scenario, almost you can say like mostly 80% women or young girls, they turn it with the women and then are married, having the either having kids or not, but mostly they are in that age group. What I had noticed, the working women who are married, having kids or not, but they are so become the sandwich, become there with the workplace, with the family, and they are almost they are ignoring their health. In this age group, we had seen a lot of women having a multiple health problem, physically, mentally, and they don't have time to come to the doctors. The housewives, I have seen much better in compared to that, because they at least their family members have the time to come. They are seeking consultation with the gynecologist and they are taking care of that. But working women, they have everything, they don't have time, sufficient time to come to visit to the doctor and take a proper advice to them. So they are facing a lot of the these kind of problem, and mostly the mental issues come out again. There is a anxiety, there's a depression, there is a bipolar disorders, and that is with the different things at their workplace, with their home, because they are not able to exactly how to cope up with these problems, and they come out with their health issues because they have a not a very good routine of what and they're getting up in the morning. There's no time to exact time to what time they're going back to bed, and what they are eating, are not taking proper food. What is the time requirement for the according to the breakfast time, the lunch time, dinner time, they just take it, but they're not taking on schedule. So that is a reason they either they eat a lot or they are not eating at such, so metabolism get totally disturbed. And because of that, they are getting a different kind of problems. Beside their physical milder things, they get changed into the bigger form: lack of nutrition in the food, lack of sleep in in their lifestyle, and there is no much relaxation mentally and physically, leading to a lot of problems. So what I had noticed in their age group, beside their this mental issues, the physical form, in the form of physical, is the mostly the again the pelvic inflammatory diseases. Next to the hormonal imbalance in the form of their menstrual cycle disturbance, either delayed or early, these kind of. Then obesity is again coming on, leading to the polycystic pattern of the disease. And when they are start planning for the baby, then they feel, oh, I'm not getting pregnant. Then they come to us and we found out there is a different kind of the health issues, especially in the gynec center setup. This is the main concern about there when they're planning and not getting pregnant. Then they said, oh ma'am, this is my problem, not it's not like a new one, it's almost a 2 year, 3 years, 4 years. So now they are open with us finally, and then they start taking the help of the gynecologist. So this is thing. Second, again, rising level of cancer cervix, ignorance of the infection treatment, not coming with the screening. We have a very good screening for the cancer cervix in the name of the pap smear, but still the women are not aware of. They're very literate people working in a different, very high post, or you can very educated, living in the metros, in the South Delhi's. I've seen they are not aware even the name of the pap smear, of what is. So almost this is a very older test, 30, 40, more than 40 years people is in the India, but people are still not aware of that. So there is this part is lacking. Second, and you can say another problem is what I had seen with them is the obesity problem, which is coming out with a leading cause of lot of problems leading to them in the early. Now with notice that there's an early rising level of diabetes in their lifestyle, early changes in the blood pressure scenario. So younger women, almost 35 to 40, they are getting diabetes and the blood pressure also. Earlier days it was the issue of the older women, but now because of the stress and lifestyle problem, they are getting it earlier. The third one is the 40 to 50 years of the woman. As I told you in the beginning, every decade have a different hormonal issues, have every decades have a different health issues in the woman. So 40 to 50 years of the age group, the women, again they have mental issues because they are in the phase of the 40 plus. A lot of hormonal changes are happening in their body, leading to their mood swings, the osteoporosis, rise of blood pressures, the metabolic disturbance, bone health issues, weakness, and physical problem. The physical problem in the form of the blood pressure, diabetes, and the we all are aware of that nowadays is the breast problems in the form of the cancer breast. So that's all, we all are increasing with the numbers because awareness in our country is very less. We all are very much informative about all the things, but when it comes to the practical knowledge or getting to the doctor, having taking to take the treatment or to take the advice from the expert is still lacking. So that is the reason I have chosen this topic, so we can aware these working women. Please take care of your health, your workplace and your household work to be in the balance. When you are active, healthy, then you can whatever either at your workplace or at your home you can do better. So come out with yourself, talk to the expert, talk to the gynecologist, whoever you feel comfortable. My nearby areas, on nowadays online facilities are available. Physically, you can come to us and meet us, so we can guide you in a proper way to take care of health. Thank you so much. Although the spectrum is very broad, but if you want to be in a particular topic or you have in particular areas to be more concerned, that we can take care of that area, and so we can discuss in detail. But better to be take care of your health. Don't regret later on if I go visit early, so I can save this problem, or we can reduce the increasing episodes of all this problem. To seek and help to the doctor and come forward will help you. Thank you so much.